Well, there he is, Ed 209. You know, the future of law enforcement, you know. I mean, this is from the new Robocop movie that came out in 2014. And it's made by a company called 30. I got this from France, you know. And it cost me, about €850. Because I'm a die-hard Robocop fan, and Ed 209 is my favourite thing about Robocop. Now, you see the way the guns are lit up? That one is out of battery, so I'm gonna have to replace it. Each gun takes 3 watts batteries, you know the little silver batteries, 3 in each gun, and for the head it takes 3 AAA batteries, so that's 9 batteries in total. But at night time he looks so much better, like, you know. Huge, absolutely huge, you know. And everything is fully articulated, everything moves, but it's really heavy, it's really bulky. So really, it's just meant to be used as a statue, you know. You're not really meant to be playing with it as a toy or anything. It's just meant to be as a statue, and that's what, because it looks like it's made of real metal, but it's actually black plastic. But this is how it looked in the film, like, you know. OCP, you know. Fucking awesome. Has rocket launchers and all, like, you know. His toes, fucking, everything was just fucking awesome, you know. His legs, you know. Awesome detail, you know. They put a lot of attention and care into Ed 209, and that's why you love it so much. This is without a doubt the biggest thing I own. It is the biggest thing I own, you know. And there's the old Ed 209, you know, from the old Robocop movie in 1987. Now this one was made by Hot Toys, you know. This one was made by 30, so 2 different companies making the same thing, you know. But the new Ed 209 just looks more realistic. It looks more like a real life robot, you know. Whereas the old one, like, it looks like a toy, you know. So both of them are fully articulated. This one has voice clips and sound effects from the movie, but the voice clips aren't accurate, you know. It sounds like someone else doing it. It doesn't sound like Ed 209, so that's a big disappointment, you know. Now, this one cost €450. I got it from Forbidden Planet, and you know, I was really excited. But when I got him out of the box, I had to put the arms together and the legs together, you know. And he takes 3 AAA batteries, you know. And you know, the voice, it's just a shame that the voice clips aren't accurate, you know. It just sounds like someone else doing it. It doesn't sound like Ed 209. So that is really disappointing. But apart from that, like you can see the rubber cracking, you know, which is a whole lot of shit, like, you know. They chose to use rubber instead of hard plastic, you know. And it's just fucking falling apart, you know. We can't do anything about it. They should use hard plastic, in my opinion, you know. But apart from that, everything else is awesome. Fully articulated, you know, the paint job, everything, you know. But the new one just blows it out of the water, in my opinion. It just does, man. You know, yeah. You know, people thought I was insane when I got this, you know, but I love it so much I had to have it, you know. So if you're an ultra Ed 209 fan, like I am, you have to have this, you know. Now in the movie, there was 2 types. There was the black one like this. Now this is the one that actually fought Robocop in the OCP building. And there's like a desert camo one from the start of the movie, where they walk through this Middle East town, and a bunch of fellas attacked them, and Ed 209 kills a kid holding a knife, you know. So but I think the black one looks the best, especially at night time. Now the guns should be red, they shouldn't be blue, but that's the only issue, you know. It should be red instead of blue, you know. And I'll get 3 new batteries for that at some other stage, but so fucking awesome, you know. Badass, you know. I would think if these two were in a battle, I would think the new one would win, you know. Because he's got a Gatling gun and he's got 4 rockets, you know. Whereas Ed-29 only has 3 rockets. The old one only has 3 rockets. So, you know, but the old Ed-29 he says a lot more stuff than the new one, you know. So yeah, if you love RoboCop, if you love Ed-29 as much as I do, I would highly recommend it. But you see how big it is now. The new Ed-29, I didn't have to assemble it or anything like that. I'll just take it straight out of the box and I'll put them back in, which is awesome. And there's a big joint square styrofoam protecting them. But it is very heavy, it is very bulky. It's just meant to be for display purposes. When this video is finished, I'm going to put them back in the box because, you know, I had to literally take everything off it, you know. So yeah, I mean, so we actually preferred the new Ed-29 to the old one. I think it looks like a real robot. It looks more badass. Whereas the old one just, it looks like a toy, you know. But it's still great regardless, you know. So what do you guys think? Which Ed-29 do you prefer? The old one made by Hot Toys, or the new one made by 3-0, like, you know? But bear in mind, the new one is €850, and with pouches and packaging, it was nearly €1,000. But I had to have it. But make sure you have enough space for it, you know, because it was a pain in the ass trying to get it to the door, like, you know. So I didn't think it was going to be this big, to be honest with you. But like I said, when the video's over, I'll put them back in the box, like, you know. So yeah, I'd definitely give it a fucking 9 out of 10. If the guns were red, like out of the movie, be 10 out of 10 instantly, you know. Yeah, definitely. But with the old one, it's just the cracking of the fucking dome, the inaccurate voice clips, and you see his mouth there with all the words and stuff. That's nice and all, but that's not accurate. I mean, that section should be a lot deeper. In the movie, it was a lot deeper, and there's no words, you know, so it looks great and all, but it's not accurate. So, Hot Toys, I mean, I think they should fucking, you know, reduce the price of it, you know, to like 200 or something. Like 450 is a lot of money, and the box it says it's a movie masterpiece. But anyone who loves Ed-29, who loves RoboCop, they will notice the problems with this right away, like, you know. But it's still worth it in my opinion. But if I had a choice, I mean, if these two were available at the same time, would get this one. But this came out in 2016, about 2 years after the movie itself, you know. So like we got the Hot Toys one, 2011. So I've had this one a lot longer. I got this out Forbidden Planet, you know. Like I said, the legs had to be attached and the arms had to be attached. And in the back of the head, the 3 AAA batteries go, and there's a switch that turns them on. Now the old Ed-29 has a remote control. See that RoboCop thing there? That's the remote. That takes 3 watts batteries, and that's what activates the Ed-29's voice clips, you know. So yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah. Now I'm going to talk about the movie itself. RoboCop. This is the new one, from 2014. It's nearly 5 years old, this film, and it hasn't aged well. No, it just like the old RoboCop came out in 1987, and it's a cult classic. Like, you know, it's the first one. The original RoboCop was fucking brilliant. It was, you know. It was cutting edge, it was gritty, it was violent, it was fucking awesome. You know, and it was 18's the original one. The original one was really bloody, very violent, but that's what made it stand out, you see. Plus RoboCop, Ed-29, the old one was just fucking awesome. Now the new one is 12, as you can see. So it's nowhere near as violent or crazy as the original, you know. It's really toned down, you know. The first thing that disappointed me straight away was how he looks. Like black, he's like a fucking biker, you know. And he drives around on a motorcycle, and he walks around like a tough guy, you know. He doesn't walk like a robot. You know, your man Joel Kinnaman there, he's the one that plays RoboCop, and it's just not convincing. He doesn't look like a cyborg police officer. He just looks like a black biker walking around. You know what I mean? And you know, it's just whereas Peter Weller just acted. He walked like a robot. He sounded like one. He didn't look like a biker. You know, that's just me. And you know, the thing that's disappointing, when the movie starts, he looks like the old fashioned RoboCop, you know. I mean, you know, like at the start of the film, you know, at the start of the film, he looks like this. Now, just the way he should look, in my opinion. So for the first half hour, 40 minutes, he's walking around like this, you know, which was awesome, you know. Now this is the play art RoboCop. I got this from Forbidden Planet as well. This costs €80 and it's fucking brilliant, you know. It's very it's highly articulated. It's really fucking awesome, and the gun holster and all is fucking awesome, you know. But this is like the way he should look, like a cyborg, you know. But they changed it to look like that, you know. So, what do you guys think? You know, I just prefer the way the old one looks, you know. Whereas the new one, like, he just looks like a biker. But like I said, at the start of the movie, he looks like this, and then they changed to that. So I don't know, like, you know. So yeah, at the start, the movie has a lot more comedy, a lot more humour than the original. You know, Samuel Jackson. He's like this television uh, talk show guy, you know, and he's really there to make OCP look good. You know, when he's on OCP's side, he says like if OCP like want to use robots in America, let them, because America will feel safer with these robots. So really, he's just a propaganda guy for OCP. But he's very funny, like, and a lot of funny stuff with Samuel Jackson, which is great. You know, like Samuel Jackson, this is one of the best parts about this movie, that has the humour in it. But you know, it's just it doesn't replace the violence and the gruesomeness that the original one had. That's just my own personal preference, you know. Some people would prefer the humour that this one has, and again, it's 12, so yeah, they can't have it overly violent like the original. If it did, it'd be fucking way better, you know. Yeah, so Samuel Jackson, he's like the a propaganda guy for OCP. Now Michael Keaton, he's the head of the of OCP, and he's the one that wants to bring Ed 9 to America, but Americans won't allow it. So he says, "Why don't we put a man inside a machine?" So they do, and they make RoboCop. You know. Now Gary Oldman, he's like the chief scientist. He's the one that makes RoboCop, and he wants to keep him somewhat human, you know. But Keaton wants him to be nothing but an obedient cyborg. He doesn't want a human, really. But Gary Oldman says he's a human. I can't do anything about it. But Keaton says do it. Make him like an unstoppable killing machine, you know. So in this one, he gets to meet his family a lot. He actually goes dancing and stuff. He sees his son a lot, which is a new thing. Like in the old RoboCop, like he'd have flashbacks of his wife and his son. That's about it. But in this one, he actually meets them, talks to them and stuff like that. So there are things that are different in this. It's more humane or something, I guess. But really, that doesn't make it a great film in my opinion. Um, in the original RoboCop, what happened was Murphy goes to his warehouse and Clarence Boddicker and his buddies shoot the shit out of him. Which was better in my opinion. But in the new one, the bad guys put a bomb in his car and blow him up. And like the bad guy in this film, the main bad guy really is Michael Keaton, the head of OCP, But there's this other guy that's really in it, like, you know what I mean? And he's meant to be like Clarence Boddicker, but like I said, he's hardly in the fucking film. Like Michael Keaton is like Dick Jones from the original. And this other guy, he's totally forgettable because he's not really in the film that much. He's like the drug lord, just like Clarence Boddicker, but like I said, he's hardly in the fucking film, and his name isn't here, So like the main bad guy is really Michael Keaton, that they had about OCP, because Murphy wants to see his family, he wants this and that, but Keaton won't allow that, even though he promises, yeah, you will, but he's just saying that to keep him on board, So it's just things are really toned down. It's just different, than the original one. It's a lot shorter than the original movie as well. This came out in 2014. And this is the Blu-ray version. So there's the fucking Desert Camo 209. So like I said, he just looks like a biker, and he doesn't move or talk like a robot. It's just different, But it's not a terrible film. It's not a bad film, but it just doesn't measure up to the original one. It just doesn't, in my opinion. It's still a good movie though. I still recommend it. But the old one is just so much better in my opinion. But that's the first thing that disappointed me was how he looks and how he walks and stuff. So I doubt there'll be a sequel because I don't think it did that well. It didn't do as well as the original fucking RoboCop, I don't believe. But that's just my opinion. It's just disappointing in my opinion. But it's not terrible. It's not as bad as like the Phantom Menace or Clone Wars. The Star Wars prequels. It's not as bad as them. But that's my opinion. So yeah, it's nothing else really I want to say about it. Would still recommend it. It's still a good film to watch, but it's not as memorable as the original one. It's just it didn't hold up well. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. But still recommend it. And if you love R209 like I do, I'd definitely get the new one. But make sure you have enough space and you have the dash for it. You know what I mean? Because it is expensive. So that's some stuff. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching if you're watching, and if you want to like or subscribe, go ahead. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, so thanks very much. So yeah, take care, bye bye.